This is day one of explaining my entire stock portfolio, and today we're going to go over how I pick my stocks and the best way for beginners to. There's actually a ton of companies I hold, 34 in total, and today we're going to get into the 4 easy steps and how I break it down. For our first step, we're going to pick large cap monopolistic companies in the United States. Basically what that means is you want to pick companies like Amazon and Visa that are the best in their industry. The reason why you want to go for these large cap monopolistic companies is because they actually have what we call a competitive edge in the industry. And when we're looking for companies to pick, we want to pick the big dogs, the top of the industry that eat the small pups. For example, Amazon has the largest and most reliable e-commerce service, and Visa and MasterCard are the only two that hold credit cards. Number 2, now that we've actually picked our large cap companies, we need to pick ones that grow consistently. Basically, what I mean by this is they have consistent metrics. Basically, in the general sense, the more reliable and realistic we can predict the company, the easier it is for us to invest into it. Let's use Amazon for our example. Let's say Amazon was a newer company. That's already a big no-no. But next, they had a big 500% spike in earnings growth. And let's say, for practice's sake, last year they only had 100% growth. So for Amazon to keep up with expectations, next year they're going to have to jump another 500% in growth. But since they only done this one time year over year, we're not sure that the small company can actually keep up with the growth. This is what we call expectations of a company. But the new and improved Amazon can prove to itself to investors that it grows year over year at a steady rate, while still beating out expectations in the market and being the top dog. Number 3, we need quality companies. A quality company is one that won't go away and people are going to need forever. Let's use Visa as our example. Any single credit card that you have is either going to be Visa or MasterCard. Basically what they do is they charge business fees when you actually use your credit card at that business. And in the realistic expectations, nobody's just not going to stop buying stuff. We always need stuff to buy. So that's why this is just such a quality company. It's been compounding for so many years. That's why Visa is kind of like a monopoly. Let's get into the definition. So looking at your credit card, you realize that you only have 2 types of credit cards, Visas and MasterCards. So basically it's almost impossible, 0% chance for any other company to get into that space. Which is why they're kind of like a monopoly, because they have a competitive edge against everybody else and they will never go away. Same thing with my favorite company right here, Amazon. Whenever somebody wants a high quality product online with reliable shipping, they go to Amazon. The only competitors in the market are like Temu, which is cheap products, and Walmart with their good online service, but they are a retail store, and they compete with people like Target. That's where we're getting to number 4, good valuation and growth. Basically what I mean by this is companies are going to grow high, and when they grow more, their valuation becomes more expensive to buy because obviously the stock price goes up. But what we want is a perfect metric and the perfect standstill between valuation and growth. A company can grow as much as it wants, but if it's too expensive to buy, for example like Palantir or Tesla, we're going to actually lose money in the long term, even if they're growing at astronomically high rates. Make sure to follow me so you don't miss out the rest of the journey in day 2 in the stock so you can learn. And also make sure to follow me and comment your favorite part of the video.